and then it will go on YouTube, but it's a private link where only you
Oh, okay, got it.
or
Okay,
whoever you choose to see it, you can give them the link and they can see it.
okay,
And
okay,
when you're ready, if you're ready, some people just leave it be, and some people will message back and say, I'm finished with the link, and then I'll go in and delete the entire thing. Because some people just don't like their stuff floating around out there, and
right, okay,
that's okay.
okay,
So it's just whatever you want to do, but it'll show me how many people have viewed it. Like if you wanted to view it, and maybe you wanted to show your sister and you gave her the link, it'll show, how many people
okay,
viewed it, and then it'll give me the option to delete it permanently. So it's just
okay.
so what are you looking to have answered today?
So I'm having a huge life change that kind of just happened, in financially.
Uh-huh.
So that really, really has me worried, about that. My partner's, unexpectedly he has to leave. And now have to pay all the bills alone.
Okay.
And I had a huge trip. I have a huge trip planned to New Mexico for a spiritual retreat to go with my sister, and I just want to make that happen in November. So
Okay. Okay. So we just basically want to see what's going to happen, what's going on, what's Did you find us on TikTok? Is that where?
I did. I happened to be, it was last night. I was like, really tired from work. And I'm like, oh, let me get on TikTok real quick. And you guys were on there. And I was like, huh. So yeah.
We normally never get on Thursdays. We were just like, seriously, we were trying to get out of doing work. So. And I was trying to get up to 1,000 so that I could do live videos. And so we were like, let's do that. Maybe that'll, kind of help push me along a little bit. And so we were just kind of messing around, and it's never just let's jump on for a few minutes. It never works out that way. We're never less, than an hour and a half on there. So
I love it.
we have fun. It's been an experience for me. She's used to this kind of stuff. I'm not. I'm very introverted.
Me too.
Yeah. And so when the first time she was like, let's do a live, and I'm like,
I would freeze.
What? No. But once I get going, I'm okay. It's just the initial, just what if this happens? What if that? Oh, what if everybody hates me? What if, that's just kind of my thing. So. I'm having to go about everything a different way now that I'm home, and my cards on this table don't like to just spread out. And
oh, okay. Yeah.
Go the other route to pull my cards. So where are you from?
So I live in Gaithersburg, Maryland. But I'm originally from Puerto Rico.
From where?
Puerto Rico.
Oh, that's
Yes.
love love to go to Puerto Rico. I think that was one of the places my husband and I had considered going several years ago. I don't remember. I've never been out of the United States, so
Oh, okay.
I'm a homebody.
I'm a homebody too. I take my vacations to Puerto Rico because, you know, family,
Yeah,
and
she's going
and then
home.
like Mexico, I'll take a vacation to Mexico, but just like to the resorts, you know. Yeah.
I've never been to Mexico. I have tons of friends. We even have some friends who have a house there who have said, you guys can come down anytime you want. It's just, I don't even have a passport. How lame.
Oh, mine just expired. So
I think a lot of people's expired over the past couple of years.
I was like, you know what? Then COVID happened. I was like, you know what? Forget it.
Yeah, yeah. As a matter of fact, they were just back there, and I guess they have to get tested before they can come back.
Yeah, probably.
My poor cards are like, what is happening? So how did you wind up in Maryland?
Oh, so my father was actually in the army, and we traveled a lot, you know, every 3 years, and finally he decided to retire in Washington, D.C. because we're like probably 30 miles from Washington, D.C. So he decided to retire there. He was working in Walter Reed Army Medical Center.
Yeah.
Scientist. Yeah, so we ended up
Oh.
here. Yeah, so we ended up here.
I bet he has a lot to say about all of this. Is he still here?
Oh yeah, yes,
Oh.
he does. He does have a lot to say.
Does he try to stay out of all the politics, or does he like?
He stays. He completely stays out of it.
Yeah, yeah.
He completely stays out of it.
Probably safer that way.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right, so how I pull everything, I've got a small stack on either side. One is where you're at, the other is where you're going, and then I have the 3 rows that are in the center that usually revolve past, present, future. Occasionally, and I can usually tell after the first line whether it's now and just kind of 3 separate issues. So we'll kind of see where we go.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, I can definitely see where you have the problem with the relationship issue there. It shows control, reverse. Hades, which is wisdom, inevitability. And then today for tomorrow, reversed. So you do feel like you've lost a lot of control, a lot of things that were planned, were supposed to be a certain way that have just wound up not going like it was supposed to.
Exactly.
How we felt it was supposed to.
Right.
But you do have a lot of wisdom, inevitability. I see that you probably, it came as a shock, but not a surprise, maybe. You were probably feeling it in your gut and just hoping it wasn't, but you knew that it was probably going to happen. Today for tomorrow shows a relationship that is basically up in the air. Separation. I definitely see the separation with the picture of the 2 people holding hands. That's reversed. So that definitely shows where you're at as far as that goes. Okay, so everything that I'm showing you, I'm just kind of flashing up to you. But when we get finished, I will take still photos of all of these on my phone, and I will send it on that email. That way, as you're listening to the recording back, you can kind of reference the pictures as I'm going through them.
Okay.
You have the ancient ones reversed. Community. Magical map shifter. That shows some travel, so that's a good sign. Translucence, love the darkness, reversed. Which is kind of ironic because you have night reversed, and that one is love the darkness, reversed. And then you have river woman, reversed. So the ancient ones being reversed tells me that you're feeling a disconnect from maybe your ancestral spirit guides. Maybe feeling like you're needing their guidance and you're kind of wondering where are you? Are you there? Is someone going to help me get through this? The community card shows me that you do have a great support system. Maybe not a ginormous support system, but you have a very important support system that is there for you. So that's great. Magical shapeshifter does show some travel. So that's a good sign. That is because that's the end goal, correct?
Right.
So I have translucence, love the darkness, shows me a lot of things. A lot of things have come to light very recently. And the night in reverse shows that the exact same thing. So that to me tells me it was something very significant that kind of was underlying, and then all of a sudden it was just illuminated. River woman reversed shows me that feeling the disconnect from your ancestors, from your guides, from just your deep spiritual connection that you have with your people, that you've kind of stopped going with the flow. You've kind of stopped listening. The connection that you've had is on your part. Okay, so that connection tells me that it's all, they're there. They've not left you.
Okay.
They're still there. They're still talking to you. You feel the disconnect. So it's going to be up to you to reconnect and to say, I need help getting through this. I need some guidance on what to do. So you know, this tells me that it's all in your court and you've got a great support system.
Okay.
Your ISIS card, usually I pull these for each line, and they kind of, they're words. They usually sum up what I just went through on the line. This is a gorgeous one here. And it says, Key of Life. The Ankh portends new life being born through you now. This new life being born in whatever form will enrich your life, bringing you more wholeness and fulfillment. Do not give up on your creative destiny. Stay with it. You are flowing in the right direction and you have spiritual support from the unseen worlds. Let it happen. I love that.
Yeah.
Okay. I think this is all around what's happening to you now. Okay. This is not a past, present, future.
Okay.
You have the Earth Keeper. Going forward, reversed. Protecting treasure, reversed. Everything in perfect balance in a reverse. Upheaval. Forest tears. So this is more the relationship. So it kind of feels like you're stuck. Like you're not feeling any forward momentum. You kind of just feel like your feet got planted and you just don't know where to go. Protecting treasure shows that you have realized that you have not been protecting yourself and keeping yourself emotionally, mentally protected. You just you feel really vulnerable. Everything in perfect balance in reverse shows me that you definitely feel really off kilter. There's not a lot of balance happening right now. And the upheaval is showing that all of your plans have just kind of, we're in this nice little stack on your coffee table and somebody picked that whole stack up and just threw it all in the air. It's just falling where it's falling and you feel like you don't have any control over that. Forest tears. You need to reconnect.
Mhm.
That's how you're going to get your balance. Do you get out in nature?
No, like recently I haven't. I work from home
Mm-hmm.
and I live in an apartment building
Mm-hmm.
and in this kind of like city. So
Mhm.
I really, like probably like once a month, I'll go to this small little man-made lake and I'll go there and I'll take offerings
Mhm.
and just sit there
So
for a
it
little
shows
bit.
you're
Yeah.
very connected. You're very
Mhm.
connected earthwise, and that you've gotten away from that. So
I have.
that's a lot of why you feel this unbalance and why you feel this disconnect. So do you even have a balcony? Do you have
I
something?
do.
I mean, you literally need to just stand out there and just absorb some moon rays, absorb some celestial rays, just to
Mhm.
ground yourself. And even though you can't stand on the ground at that moment,
Mhm.
you can literally imagine whatever color resonates with you. Mine are silver.
Mhm.
Imagine some silver strands coming out of the bottoms of your feet,
Mhm.
and they're going all the way down and hitting the earth and going down into her, and that you are literally grounding yourself to her through those strands, and that you are releasing anything that you are carrying on you down into the earth, and you are letting her absorb those, and you are letting her disperse that so that no one else has to feel what you're feeling.
Okay.
And it's all how you feel and how you're grounding yourself. You can get there through those strands, and you can and give that back to her, and she can deal with that for you.
Mhm.
Here's the knot of Isis.
That's my symbol.
Oh my goodness.
That's my symbol.
It says part of your spiritual destiny involves a special relationship with the goddess. That means that not only do you have the important spiritual task of helping her thrive in this world, but you are offered her power, protection, and abundance too. You are now deepening your connection to the goddess.
Wow. I have her on my altar.
Oh my goodness. I love that. So even though I think grounding yourself, getting in nature, even if you walk to that park and you go literally just stand on the ground, put your hands on a tree, and just let them absorb all of this, is going to help balance you out so much. You are just going to be amazed, and you're going to be like, why? Why have I not been doing this?
Right.
Yes, yes. Okay. If the hummingbird reversed, flow, moonlight reverse. This tells me you need sun. You need celestial over moonlight at this point.
Okay.
Flashover, it's all in your head, reversed. Grief and spirit of the West. What direction is it you would be traveling?
I'm going to New Mexico, so I have no idea. Is that
That's west.
west? Yeah, west. Yeah, I'm not too good.
So the hummingbird reversed tells me that you are going to come to a place where you're no longer just flutter, 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 and constant movement. Things are going to slow down. Flow tells me that you will start going with the flow. You will start realizing that things that are happening are things that you've asked for your higher good. And even though it doesn't seem like, wait a minute, what is, just know that if you're asking for something that is for your higher good, it's not always going to look like it's the right thing at that time.
Right.
Moonlight reversed tells me you need sun.
Okay.
Okay. You need some celestial over moon.
1 second. I gotta turn off my work phone. Let me see how I could do that. 1 second. Okay.
Get it?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm trying to get, I got it. 1 second. I'm just trying to get back. Here we go. I'm sorry, I catch fugitives during the day, but so,
All right. So you need some sun.
yeah, I do.
Okay. Yeah, that's pretty evident. And that's probably going to make the biggest difference in your grounding.
Okay.
Aside from just actually standing on the ground, is you need celestial.
Okay.
If you can make some sun tea, maybe some sun water, maybe put some cucumbers or lemon or something in it, because there's moon water and there's celestial water.
Okay.
I feel like you need some of that.
Okay. I always do the moon water, but I never thought of doing the sun water.
Yeah, most people are like, moon water, moon water. Well, what happens if I leave the moon water out? Is it going to be ruined? Well, no, it's not ruined. It just changes it into celestial water, which has a totally different meaning and use.
Oh, wow.
So,
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So you're not ruining anything by leaving it.
Okay.
I mean, it's no longer moon water. It's, it's no longer lunar water. It's celestial water.
Okay.
So yeah, if you can make something, or just set some bottles of water out on your deck and let it get some sun. And yeah, I think that'll help you immensely.
Okay.
Okay. Flash over. It's all in your head. Shows that all of the things that happened with this relationship and that were happening, that you were feeling like, is this real? Or am I just making this bigger than it is? It wasn't all just in your head. So whatever you felt was going on and was happening and is happening. So you need to trust what you're feeling, because it is right.
Okay.
And the grief card shows that coming to that realization is going to cause you to go through a little bit of a grieving period for what has happened, and for what maybe is still to come. But this trip, I think Spirit of the West shows you are going to the West. So you are, I feel like this, right under this, it's all in your head, that no, it isn't. What you felt is real.
Okay.
Going through this grieving period, I feel like this trip is going to be a huge release for you. Yeah. It's going to be so good for you that you need to get away. I feel like if if you need this and your guides have led this card reading telling me, I don't see any reason why you can't make it work. And I know that things look really, really tough. And
Yeah.
but there's always things that we can do to help us out in that department. Even if you have to do without some things that were normally a luxury for you. If this trip is that important to you, and just making it, I think that you can make do with that. No, we don't want to. It may be something that you need to do.
I really need to, yeah.
But showing how important this trip will be, it's something, you know, I really think that it's something that needs to happen for you. Divine sisterhood. Letting the divine feminine nourish you now into new relationships, collaborations, community, and friendships is very wise. There are many souls with whom you have spiritual contracts decided upon before you were born who wish to help you, with whom you can help too, as you grow together in peace and light and wisdom. So just stick with the people who nourish your soul.
Me and my twin sister. So
Oh my God, absolutely. Yeah, for sure. Okay, so this is where you're going. Transformation reversed. Master of the Great Hunt, which is natural balance, reversed. Black flower fragrance. To me, I don't take this as bad. The transformation upside down shows me, you know, like you're not in transformation. You're not, it shows me that the transformation has already begun. You won't be entering into a transformation. The transformation has already started for you very deeply, spiritually, and I think you feel that. The hunt and the natural balance being in reverse shows that it's not going to be simple. It's not going to be just, oh, this whole world opens up to me. It's something that you will have to look for. You'll have to look for the synchronicities and things, the connections and things, so that you know you're on the right track.
Okay.
Black flower fragrance tells me you need to take more time for yourself.
Yeah.
Okay. It shows me that you need, don't put yourself on the back burner. Okay. Because it's going to be really easy to do that, especially when you're buckling down and trying to make things work financially. Don't put yourself on the back burner. Just realize, because you can't go do this certain thing that you used to do that is an extra expense, there are things that you can do that will absolutely nurture your soul that don't cost a dime. And that you can do that. If it's taking a bath and lighting candles and just using something that you already have to make it a luxurious experience, don't forget about yourself, because things are going to be tough and you're going to have to hunt for what is the meaning of this and what is the meaning of this, but don't lose yourself in that process. And I think that you're going to have a great trip. And I think that whatever happened with your significant other leaving or moving out is definitely something that you are grieving and will grieve, just because a lot of things that have come to light have blindsided you. And even though you knew, you didn't know you knew until you knew.
Right.
That makes any sense.
Right. Totally. Yeah, definitely. You know, And it's
So,
just hard, because, we've been together for 10 years. So
oh my, yeah.
yeah,
No, there's
so it's
nothing
just
easy about
like, but like, like we really like my vibration, I practice Kundalini yoga. I'm like really like, and then like our vibration was like not, I'm here and he's here.
And that's
You
the
know?
thing. You would have to go down to be with him.
And it's exhausting.
And it is. You can only hold on to someone that's hanging down below you for so long. And either you go back with them to that lower vibration, or you let their hand go. And let them,
So you're right. Yeah. Like,
and let them fall away so that you can stay on your path. Because with him, you're with them. I don't know if it's a he or she, but you're literally going forward and then getting pulled back. Going forward, but you're not as far as you were, and it's harder to keep staying where you're at. And sometimes things happen that way. But if he's not willing, they're not willing to meet you on your same vibrational level, then those people will fall away. It's inevitable. It's inevitable. And you have a lot more growing. Your vibrational level is on its way even higher. And I think that's where the grief comes in. You're grieving what you had versus where you're going is way, way, way more significant than where you've been. And you just have to hold on to that. And, maybe someday that person can meet you. Maybe someday they'll have their own spiritual awakening, and that their vibration is going to be at your level, because like attracts like. So you may just see that person out somewhere and be thinking, oh, wow, they're different.
Right.
And if it's meant to be, you may speak again and you may hang out again. And as long as he's up there with you. But if not, then, we can't pull somebody along. We can only hang on for so long.
Yeah. And it's like, and I do put myself on the back burner because I'm taking care of everyone but me. And then, if I have 5 minutes, I'll do a quick ritual real quick or something, but
yeah, it definitely shows that you're forgetting about yourself, and you're also this disconnect with, I feel like, your ancestral spiritual guides. They're there. They're just right there, and they're just waiting for you to reconnect, because they never unplug. It's always us that pulls away. So when you go and ground and you stand on the ground, you make it a point to just let them know that as you're connecting to the earth, you're also connecting back with them.
Okay.
And they will feel that. And you're probably going to get some pretty good messages in dreams or synchronicities or things that you're just going to be undeniable to know that they know that you've reconnected.
Okay.
Well, I hope this helped you.
It did. It really did. It just confirmed, and it just confirmed everything. And then like with the symbol that showed up, that's the symbol that showed up. The knot was actually showed up when the trip that I'm going to New Mexico. The shaman had a dream with that symbol.
Wow.
And she called me and she told me that's your symbol. And then she told me, if I could make something, or maybe I was like, I'll just tattoo it on me, So yeah. So and then it shows up, and so it's answered. Yeah, I'm going there to meet with the shaman. Yeah. So
and I can tell you, your spirituality. Oh my, I got chills. Your spirituality is fixing to skyrocket. So just hold on to that and make do with what you can make do with to get through it, to get there, because I feel like that is extremely important.
Okay. Yes. Yes.
You're gonna be okay. And that is going to skyrocket you like you have never.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm gonna make it happen,
Yeah. Yeah. I
definitely.
think there's things, just small things that you can do that are going to add up to something really
They'll
big.
add up, right?
Yeah. Yeah. We've had
Definitely.
tough times before. We can do it.
Yes. And it's also trusting in myself that I could do it.
Yes.
I could do it alone.
Yes.
No.
Yes. And maybe this
Yes.
is what's supposed to show you that you can. And your disconnect doesn't mean your spirit guides and your ancestors aren't still helping you. They may be like, it's time. It's time. This is not good for you. It's not in your higher good.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
sometimes, and that's where it comes in, where I said it's not going to always feel like the best, and it's going to make you feel like crap. And you're like, why is this happening? It's for your higher good.
Yep.
And
Definitely.
you will eventually see the benefit.
Yeah, definitely. I feel so much better. Thank you.
You're very welcome. And I hope to catch you, come on our live tonight. We'll be
Yeah, I will. I'll definitely try to go on tonight.
Yeah. All right. Well, just
Okay.
when you pop in, make sure you say hi.
I will. Okay. Thank you.
All right. Thank you
Okay.
so much.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.